Secrets of the Pink Kush, Occult, Symbolism and Meaning, written by William H. Bradshaw. This information is derived from my book, Secrets of the Pink Kush. Some knowledge revealed here may not be in the book exactly as detailed here, as this is more speculative, but the main premise is derived from the book. Please note that I am not an occultist or religious, but a scientist, and my objective is to remain unbiased and only present the facts that I discovered during my lengthy research project. Some of what is contained here is qualified speculation in an attempt to explain some of these ancient mysteries. First, I must warn you that the following information may be difficult for many to accept due to the brainwashing or deceit that has been employed by secret societies, religion, the media, and others over hundreds, if not thousands of years. I have spent 7 years researching these topics, of which I took 2 years to write in my book, Secrets of the Pink Kush. I merely started out attempting to discover why the Pink Kush plant was so superior to other cannabis plants. I discovered the big secret. She was a tetraploid. Polyploids are applicable to all plants, insects, mammals, animals, and even humans. This is where it gets fascinating, and from whence forth a massive conspiracy was formed by tetraploid humans thousands of years ago in order to maintain control over all humans. This is the real story that is based upon history, science, and the occult, the hidden knowledge. Most of this information is fact, but some is speculation and or an interpretation of facts that I discovered through ancient documents and or science and nature. What is the occult? The occult simply means hidden knowledge, but this word can scare many people due to its ancient origins and implications. Why is there hidden knowledge, and where does it come from? There is a great deal of knowledge that exists that we are not supposed to know because it reveals the inner truth about the control of humanity. The hidden knowledge all comes from the tetraploid humans who claim to be gods, goddesses, or aliens. I never intended to write a book about the occult and did not even realize I had done so until I looked at it in retrospect. In this segment, we'll look at some of the symbolism of the occult so that we can recognize it when we encounter it. This ability to identify occult symbolism can provide a warning about a potential issue with an entity, business, or person where the symbol is employed. Remember that many people employ symbolism in many things but never understand the real meaning of their use of such symbols. This is not true when it comes to religions, governments, monarchies, and corporations. Those at the higher levels are aware of much of the meaning of the occult symbolism, but are not permitted to reveal its meaning or true nature. I am not of any obligation to any being upon this planet to keep this knowledge hidden. Their intent is to keep us enslaved and deprive much of the knowledge from us in order to maintain control over humanity. They have a valid fear of us overwhelming them. We have had battles with them in the past, as they have battled one another in the past. There appears to be a philosophical difference between some of them, and this accounts for some of their wars. They are mentally and physically superior with advanced technology and weapons, but we outnumber them on a massive scale. We also now, thanks to my research, know where they live and have known access points to their inner world within the hollow earth. Symbols. The Trinity. Parts of the symbolism make up the whole of their bureaucracy. We will start with the meaning of the Trinity or triad. This is the major power figures within the Godhead or administration. God, Satan, and Lucifer all equate to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The female is the Holy Spirit because she gives birth to life, thus passing on the spirit of life. There are many triads within their bureaucracy, and eternal strife has spawned many more. They always seem to subscribe to this trinity of power and are adamant that we diploid humans implement the exact same system which entails using the triad. God, Satan, and Lucifer were real and continue to exist, but only as an office like president or king or queen. There have been many occupying the office of Satan, Lucifer, or God, and God over the millennium. The septagram or heptagram. 7 is a number of the ruler of heaven, and thus has the power over the other tetraploid humans. The grand pinnacle, it serves to convene all spirits. When shown to them, they will bow and obey you. The 5th pentacle of Mars, it is terrible unto the demons, and at its sight and aspect, they will obey thee, for they cannot resist its presence. The hexagram, 6 is a number of the Queen of Heaven, or Lucifer, also known as the Devil. 666 is a total domination of females in all 3 positions of power within the Trinity. Pentagram, 5 is the number of Satan, the prosecutor, the adversary, or the protector. God always makes Satan issue the punishment so that you will not blame God, but Satan instead. Horns. The two horns is a representation of the bull of heaven, or Satan, the punisher and the enforcer. This can be a representation of the nature god. It does not necessarily bow down to Lucifer. Coat of arms. The British coat of arms contains much symbolism, and its meaning shows that the crown of England is actually held by divine right by the Judeans who have a covenant with God as the chosen ones. The unicorn and the Lion of Judah are the two symbols that represent this hidden message. Serpents. The serpent represents authority of these tetraploid humans. They call themselves the serpent people, as the serpent represents immortality and a life giver or life taker. Owls. The owl is a symbol of the wisdom of the matriarch. An owl can be found on the relief of Ishtar, an ancient queen of heaven. Statue of Liberty. This statue is actually a symbol of Lucifer, the light bearer or illuminated one. Lucifer is the goddess of knowledge that the Western world worships, and thus is a matriarchy. Baphomet. This statue is the nature god, or Satan, and is worshipped by the Eastern world, mainly. This is the representation of a patriarch society who walks the right-hand path and adheres to nature and being righteous versus those who go against nature and walk the left-hand path of deceit. The biggest trick the devil ever played was not convincing us that he did not exist, but convincing us that the devil was the same as Satan and that was a man. The devil is actually a female, called Venus or Lucifer or the morning star or the queen of heaven or the old hag or Demeter or Tiamat in original names. These were all queens of a matriarchy that ruled over humans at various points in time. This system of tribute is derived from the ancient cult of Demeter, who was the wife of Poseidon. This is based upon the worship of females or divas or devi in some societies like Jainism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Judaism, and even some Christianity. The all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye, or the eye of Horus, is actually the eye of Wadjet, who was an ancient tetraploid human queen of Egypt. The eye represents that God can see everything, so do not lie when questioned and always obey, as God is watching. Fortunately, this is more of the lies in order to maintain control of mankind. Secrets of the Pink Kush. Read Secrets of the Pink Kush for more knowledge of the occult and many other topics that are related by a certain lily plant that can potentially cure cancer or kill animals or people, or create polyploids such as the tetraploid humans, or create superior plants, cannabis plants like the Pink Kush, which is also a tetraploid. The book also describes how to breed and grow superior plants, with cannabis in particular. There is knowledge in this book that is not found anywhere else in the world except amongst the tetraploid humans, and they are keeping it a secret. Thank you for your interest in this topic.